going on, people? Welcome to Rolling with Chase, with me, Chase. This is the very first episode of Road to Black Belt. And today we've got a very special one. I'm here with my longtime friend, my brother, and my BJJ coach, Benjamin Harrison. What's going on, brother?
What's up, mate? You right?
Yeah, all good, thank you, all good. So basically today we're going to go over a few questions, get a technique in, and do some rolling. How's that sound?
Let's do it.
Right, let's roll. Okay, so let's give us a little introduction about yourself.
So I'm Benjamin Harrison. I'm a Pro MMA fighter and BJJ black belt, and I'm head coach at Marauder MMA.
Yeah, nice. So what got you into BJJ?
What got me into BJJ? So I started doing MMA first,
Yeah,
and then obviously it was a quick transition to doing jiu-jitsu from there. Really.
Yeah, it makes sense. When did you say you started jiu-jitsu?
Started jiu-jitsu.
Or how long have you been practicing, would you say?
So 2009.
What are we, 2024? So a good 15 years.
15, 16 years, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Long time. What would you say has been the hardest part of your journey so far?
Hardest part? I think obviously being a small guy.
Yeah.
Just progressing really in the jiu-jitsu room.
Yeah.
Like the average man is probably 70 to 80 kilos. Yeah. I'm walking around at 55 wet.
Yeah, so
it's been very hard. Yeah, it's been very hard, especially as like a white belt and blue belt.
Yeah,
dealing with that strength of other people and not really knowing if you're progressing or not because everyone's got that strength over you.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I would say that was probably the hardest part until I got my techniques and how I do things.
It all started working out for you. No, it makes sense. So tying in with that, what would you say is the hardest belt you've gone through?
Hardest belt? Well, I was a purple belt for nearly 7 years. So
7 years, a long time.
Yeah, it was a long time. So I'd say that was probably the hardest belt.
Yeah.
To get past also. I was doing a lot of comps.
Yeah.
At that weight as well, at that belt, sorry, and I wasn't really getting the medals that I thought that I thought I'd get. So yeah, that was definitely, I'd say that was definitely the hardest one.
Yeah.
The time, not knowing where I'm at.
No, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, being a purple belt for 7 years is a long time. A lot of people,
it's a long time,
sort of get through their journey within 10 years. So to be at purple belt for 7 years, but at least you sort of honed your craft and you've put in the work and the time. So what would you say has been your most treasured moments with the sport?
Treasured moments. Well, I won a gold medal in the Irish Open in 2019 at brown belt.
Yeah, nice.
So I'd say that was probably one of the biggest.
Definitely
biggest
up there,
moment. Yeah, that was probably the biggest moment. Yes. Getting obviously my black belt was was a great moment.
No, yeah. So with that, if you didn't do jiu-jitsu, what sport or hobby would you say you'd be in?
What, with fighting or without?
Just anything. So if it wasn't jiu-jitsu didn't exist, or you didn't find jiu-jitsu, what sport would you reckon you'd be into?
I don't know. I'd probably still be playing football or doing badminton or something.
Badminton? I mean, why not? No, quality. So in terms of jiu-jitsu, what would you prefer, gi or no gi?
I started doing no gi. So I obviously with the MMA stuff, I was strictly doing no gi.
Yeah.
And then I've probably found the gi probably a year or two into my journey.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I stuck that on, I hated it.
Really?
Absolutely hated it. Didn't like doing it. Lots of people getting me with like gi choke, controlling me a lot more, and it was a lot more to deal with. And then I probably a year into doing gi, I just started loving doing gi, and then since then I prefer gi over no gi all day.
Yeah, nice. At any point in your sort of jiu-jitsu journey, would you say there was a point you said, you know what, this isn't for me?
Early on, I would say it was obviously tough, especially obviously we're talking about rolling with the bigger guys and stuff.
Yeah,
you leave the gym sometimes just demoralized, thinking, mate, why am I doing this? Why am I bringing myself? Because also I was traveling from Swanage to Bournemouth every day, getting 2 buses and a train before I could drive. So I was like, I'd sit back on the bus just like, well, mate, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I, you know what I mean, bringing myself all the way over, spending money to get beaten up? So I'd say definitely at the start, was tough. Then you kind of like, once you started like honing your craft, I started loving it. But then you still get those times where you're like, oh man, this is tough going. Like,
that's a tough sport, isn't it? It's a really tough sport. So for people like me, myself, and any other jiu-jitsu practitioners coming up, what advice would you give to us?
I would say just keep training.
Yeah.
No matter how you feel, like no one has great day. You know what I mean? Not every day is going to be great. You're going to have the shit days where you're having to come in and you get beaten up by everyone in the room. But then the only time you just need to just keep going.
Just keep going.
Yeah, just keep going. Keep getting on the mats as much as you can. Keep drilling. Keep going for your game plans, and eventually you get to where you want to get to.
Yeah, no, quality. Thank you very much. Well, all right. Let's done with some questions. Are you ready to get into some technique?
Yeah.
Sweet. Let's roll.
We're going to do a little side control escape. So, Jason's going to get me a side control. He's going to give me some shoulder pressure, okay? So first off, I need to get rid of the shoulder pressure. So, my hand's going to come over the top. I'm just going to either grab his gi or grab his shoulder. I'm going to bring his shoulder away from me by bringing my elbow to my hip. Then I'm going to bring my hand over the top in front of his face and connect my hand and create this frame. So as I do this, I'm going to move my hips out the way, away from him. Okay. From there, I'm going to circle my hand towards my belly button and come get this underhook here. And once I've got this underhook straight away, I'm going to kick and push my hand up towards my head, sneak out the back door, control his hip with the arm, start looking for my seatbelt, then I can start looking to get my first hook in, and then come over the top and get my second hook and get this back take. So again, he's got me in side control, starts giving me some shoulder pressure. So my hand comes over the top, grab either the gi or his shoulder, bring my elbow to my hip just to release this pressure slightly. Hand comes in front of his face, connect my hands. As I do this, I'm going to hip away. So I'm going to circle my hand towards my belly now, get this underhook. Once I've got that underhook straight away, I'm going to kick and push up, come out the back door, keep the arm here so I can control the hip, look to come over the top, get my seatbelt, get my first hook in, and then I can come over the top and get my second hook. So moving on from that, Chase again, this has got me inside control, he's got some shoulder pressure. Release the shoulder pressure like the first one, bring my elbow down towards my hip, hand comes over the top, in front of his face, connect my hands, push and get his space, start looking to come underneath, get my underhook, and he whizzes my hand now. Okay, so now I can no longer push this over the top. So with my other hand, I'm going to shoot in by his shin. I'm going to turn towards the overhook, come up top. Once I'm in this position here, I don't want to sit, so straight away, I'm going to bring my arm over the top so I can connect and bring my elbow to his hip to control that. Then I'm going to circle my hand around, start controlling his head. So again, he's got me in side control, got my shoulder pressure, release my shoulder pressure, come over the top, get my space, circle my hand, get this underhook, he whizzes my arm. Sorry.
My bad.
So I release the shoulder pressure, hand comes over the top, connect, push, get this space, circle my hand, get this underhook. He whizzes my arm, so now I can no longer push it over the top. So with my free hand, I'm going to shoot in past his shin, bring him back towards the side that I've got. Once I've swept, I'm going to bring my arm over the top, bring my elbow to his hip, control his hip, circle my hand, start controlling his head.
Yeah, let's just fucking get this going.
Release pressure.
My bad. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Really nice technique from side control from Ben there. See if I can use this in the future. See what happens. Right, let's get into the final part of the thing. Let's see how long I can survive against Ben. It's been an honour to have him on the show. Let's get it rolling.
Yes.
Oh, right. Ah, that's how it goes sometimes. Thank you very much, brother. It's been an absolute honour to get you on the channel. Oh, to be on. Yeah, this has been me rolling with Chase. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see the next episode, like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. On to the next one. Peace.